ready for this?
Well, good day, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Time here on Blind United. My co-host, I'm the co-host, and Mr. Davis is in the background, and Miss Brittany. Good morning, Miss Brittany. How you doing?
Good morning, George. Glad to have you here today.
Yes, ma'am. How the cannolis?
They're good, I guess.
Yeah, I had some free time this morning, so I thought I'd come in and bother you, everyone, today. So,
Thank goodness.
all
I'm
right. How was
glad.
the trip yesterday, Miss Britt, to the CSUN? CSUN?
The CSUN, yes.
CSUN.
For those who don't know what CSUN is, it's Cal State Northridge. They have this technology fair every year for assistive technology. It's not just blind people tech, it is every disabled people tech. But there are a lot of blind people there, a lot of blind people stuff. CSUN is like the CS for disabled people. It was really cool. It was they had a lot of tactile graphic stuff. They had a lot of braille displays. They had a lot of TV magnifiers. They had a lot of AI headset things,
Oh, really?
like the Envision glasses. They had a lot of those, stuff like that. And then they had this other AI headset thing, but I believe it's only in the UK. But it connects to an Android phone, and it basically does the same thing that Envision does. It's able to read text, read barcodes, stuff like that.
Wow,
So they
that's
had a
pretty
lot of
neat. And you
really
can
cool
sample it.
stuff.
I mean, you could actually hands on it, hands the products.
The Envision glasses, we didn't really get to play with those because their booth was right next to the Sony booth. So PlayStation was hogging all the Wi-Fi. Sony was hogging all the Wi-Fi. So we didn't really get to test it out. And the other one from the other headset, we didn't really get to try that one out either, but we got to put our hands on it and see what it felt like. So I guess that was kind of cool. I got to test all the braille displays. Those are pretty cool.
Can you guys hear me?
And I think Mr. Davis is in. Mr. Davis, good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning. I'm sorry. Just FYI, I didn't get those things loaded in. So,
Okay.
but
So we're gonna play by your today. That's no big deal.
yeah,
Just say that
yeah, yeah.
I've come in for a little.
And I made another big mistake. So, Brittany, you're gonna have to do your social media thing live today, sweetheart. I accidentally deleted that
All
earlier.
right.
I was looking for that. But anyways, we're good. We're good. It's a Thursday.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm wore out from from CSUN, all of that. So, please
Let me have a
excuse
question
me.
for you and Miss Britt. At that CSUN, were they drinking there or just what's
I
going
would
on, you guys?
know. No, I mean it's in a hotel. This actually was
I
in
mean, there
the
is a bar there. I
there's
mean,
a
you
bar
could get
there. I mean, it's in the
a little drunk if
Marriott.
that's what you wanted to do.
There's
That's
no
true.
bars in the exhibit hall. I mean, come on now. I mean, but you can definitely go over there and get twisted and come back to the exhibit hall and stumble all over the place. But
You
Right.
most definitely could.
That's pretty
you
funny.
know,
But wait a minute, Mr.
but
Davis,
no,
you're the
I mean they
talent.
had some really great stuff, George. Man, you would love this thing, George.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out there
Imagine,
next year. Actually,
yeah. Imagine a child, right, that's been blind from birth. Imagine, I mean, when you really sit and you think about it, right? They don't know what anything looks like.
true.
Okay, they had some displays, digital graphic displays that you could literally, man, it opens up a whole new world to these kids.
Wow, that's cool.
I mean, it literally, the one Brittany was playing with, I got to play with it a little bit. Of course, her sensitivity and her fingers are a lot better than mine. But anyway, for as one example, they had a map of the United States. So you can feel all the lines, determining what state from the other, right? And then
So
you
if
hit
you're
a
going across the Rockies, you go, wow, these are big mountains.
no, that part right there. So all you have is a basic layout of the country.
So
So now,
basically, it's just that it was like a tactile map of the United States, and they put
Okay.
it on like this thing on like this board, and so like you press a button, and then you touch the map, and it'll say Texas, and then you you may like go, and it'll tell you like, okay, go to the right, and then it'll be like, okay, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, stuff like
yeah,
that.
it had
Like
another
it's
button you could push, and what is it called, Explore, and then you could tell it what state you're looking for. Now, mind you, this device we're talking about here, there were several of these types of devices, but this particular device, number one, it had a tactile surface, right? Or you could lay a graphic on it, an image on it, because there's a camera above it. Okay,
But the
so
image still has to be a tactile image, so something that has been embossed or swell touched, so that the blind person can still feel it. But it'll tell
well,
them.
right. So, but anyway, so with that explore mode, let's just say, George, like you say, you want to go to Texas or you want to go to California, and so it'll tell you, start at 6 o'clock. So you put your finger down at 6 o'clock position, and then first thing you do is you always go up, right? So as you go up, the beeps get beep 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 beep
Oh,
beep
okay,
beep beep, beep,
okay.
beep, beep. And then once it gets to that real high speed, then it basically tells you left, and then you start going left, and it'll do the same thing again. Beep 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 beep. Beep.
Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. All right, all right.
Okay.
I like your sound effects, by the way.
Uh,
They're
uh,
great.
then
And then it had like
also,
a matching game for kids.
yeah,
So
that
like
part.
Oh,
so
wow.
imagine that you have like cards on a paper, but they're just like embossed cards, and like you touch the card and it'll say, the cow says moo. The
Oh,
dog
wow. That is so
says
cool. All
bark,
right, all
bark,
right.
bark, whatever, right? And then so like you'd have to match the cards if you're like a blind child, you know what I mean? Because that's not really something that you can do, well, that you couldn't do before as a totally blind child, but now you can play games like
They
that.
play the match game now.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I mean, considering that, you're right, because people don't realize that when the child is born that's blind or visually impaired, the perception of the world is totally different from us, regarding
Yeah, yeah.
colors and textual stuff. And so, yeah,
Right. I mean, shapes, sizes. You tell them a rectangle. Well, what's a rectangle?
mm-hmm,
So now you
exactly.
can show them what a rectangle is. You can show them what a triangle is, an octagon, a star, whatever. A circle or whatever. An infinity symbol. All of these different things that they would never actually get to see. So, I mean, back to what you was talking about earlier, it gives you that basic tactile graphic. But once they dig more into this, and it's new to me, finding out that this stuff has actually been around for a very, very long time, but they're finding uses for it within our community. It's SVG coding. And basically, what that is, George, that's tactile graphic coding.
Okay.
So the deeper you get into that, now we can create that tactile graphic, as we were saying. I would imagine there would have to be some more advancement within the displays. But once you really get into that tactile graphic coding, then now we can feel the mountain ranges. We can feel the Great Lakes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you. And you know what? Thinking about they should transition that into entertainment, like the strip clubs.
Right.
Anyways, I have to be funny.
Welcome back,
Sorry.
George. Welcome back, George.
Welcome back, George. It's been boring
We
without you.
miss you,
Yes,
my
like Shay.
brother. We miss you.
I had to say that. Sorry.
But
But they also
something,
had the 5-line braille display. So like what Ed was talking about, this thing, you know what a leapfrog is, right, George? Like for kids.
Yes. Uh huh.
Yeah, that's the device that Ed is talking about is more like a leapfrog for kids. It's just tactile. But they also had a Monarch, and that's Humanware is making that, and that's like a 5-line braille display. So let's say you want to look at a bar graph or whatever, or you know, just a graph or whatever, some type of graphic, you can put that on that display and you can read the whole thing.
and it tracks your finger. So let's say you're reading something from a book or whatever, right? And you get to that last cell in that last line, you can just pick your finger up and go back to the front. You don't have to refresh the page. It'll automatically
Oh
track your
wow.
finger and know you need that next line.
I tell you, technology nowadays, folks, we take it for granted because back, what, 15 years ago? Not even that, 12 years ago, this kind of stuff was non-existent, for people, for kids especially. And by the way,
And
there's a strip club Leapfrog here in El Paso. But anyways, and talking about technology, I noticed something. And I don't know, my Latino friends out there are listening. Um, and I don't know why it bothers me in a way, but it doesn't. But when I do a text message, like yesterday, I was doing some text messages, and when I do a text, I say, "Hi, this is George," but whatever. It puts Jorge, the J instead of the G E. So I'm like, is my iPhone racially profiling me or what the heck? I just, I just found that weird. I'm like, it's you know what I mean? Because why did it change it from George to Jorge?
Well, maybe because a lot of people complained before. Like for the longest time, the iPhone used to mispronounce my name and it used to be really upsetting to me, but now it pronounces it correctly. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Makes me feel
The
better.
Britney
So
part or what
maybe.
part?
Huh?
what
The Britney part or your last name?
My last name.
Oh, okay.
let me hear you say her last name, George.
Mexico.
Yeah, see, you said it correctly.
Right.
I'm
But see,
Mexican.
like most screen
Tortillas
readers,
and flautas. And, anyway, sorry.
no, most screen readers say Mexico.
Yeah, now I hear you. Like Ortiz, my jaw says Ortiz.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
know what? One time I was calling for a court hearing, and I was to remind him about the court hearing. So I see
Mm-hmm.
Ortiz. My dumb butt didn't realize it said Ortiz. So I call in. Yes, can I speak to a Mr. Ortiz? And the guy answers like, "What? Yeah, Mr. Ortiz." He's like, he thought it was excuse my language, a gringo. He's like, "You gringo is Ortiz." I'm like, "Oh crap." Jaws did it to me again, man. I tell you what.
It'll do you. It'll do you. But something else that, and I don't know if you're into it, George, but I know a lot of people are. I know Pedro was man. He was stuck. The Sony PlayStation.
Yeah, you tell me
Okay,
about that. That's pretty neat.
he was playing the first shooter games. Like whatever, where he's actually doing the shooting kind of thing.
My first
Uh,
shooter game. What was yours, Miss Davis? Mine was 007.
I didn't play none of those games, George.
Oh, you didn't? How about you, Miss Britt?
I remember Duck Hunt, like with the. I know
Oh,
I'm
that's right.
aging
Hey, there you
myself,
go. Duck Hunt. There you
but
go.
like with the gun,
Well, okay, you want to go there? Yeah, I played Duck Hunt, but I mean,
How about Resident Evil?
no,
No, okay. That one's pretty neat. But
But
no.
Duck
yeah,
Hunt, Miss Brittany. Oh, Matt, bring back memories. Duck Hunt, Asteroids,
yeah.
Missile
See,
Command,
exactly.
I've done
I'm
those Asteroid Defender,
Dead Doug,
Centipede. I
Pitfall,
love Centipede.
Centipede. And wasn't there another one? Millipede or Millipede?
Millipede. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love.
Millipede.
Yeah,
Millipede.
Invaders, Space
it was
Invaders.
just Centipede on steroids. That's all it was.
All the young folks are like, what the heck is Space Invaders? What is Asteroids? Yeah.
right. Well, what was the other one? Star Castle or whatever it was, where you
Oh,
had
how
the
about
ship. The
Tempest? Was
one,
it Tempest?
oh yeah, Tetris. That was a good
Tetris,
one.
Tetris, Tetris. Yeah.
But remember the one
Tetris.
where you had a little spaceship at the bottom, and once you defeated a
Oh,
section,
Galaxia. No.
it would add another spaceship to you.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Galaxia. Yeah,
Was that
Galaxia. That was my
Galaxia?
favorite. Yeah, I had like a
Okay.
little beam. It'll turn it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Huh.
Yeah. You could end up with two ships, and now you're shooting double the power.
Now it's totally different. Now they have like you said, the first those shooter games and all that different stuff. So wow,
Right. I forget which one he was saying he was playing, but he's basically, a cat in a war zone, man, and he's walking around shooting.
wow,
I know he said that he was playing some zombie game and he was saying that it would literally tell you, okay, the zombies to the left or whatever, and you could shoot it,
Right.
zombies to the right, and you just bop, 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 bop. So it's accessible now. A lot
wow.
of
That's
games are
totally.
accessible.
I'd like to see when they
Mortal
make
Kombat's
football
accessible.
accessible. That'd be
So
pretty neat.
I
George,
don't know if football is accessible, but that would be cool.
I tell you something else I found, and I am so proud of them that they did this. Have you ever put your hands on a Wii Walk, George?
On a what, sir?
A Wii Walk cane?
A Walk game? No. Is that from? Isn't that from Star Wars? The Walk?
No,
No,
it's a
we.
cane. We
Uh,
walk
he's
cane.
being funny, Brittany.
I'm
Don't
not.
bite.
That's what
No,
I heard.
he's not. He's actually being serious. I can tell. It's George's serious voice. It's a we walk cane.
It's
We
called
Walk. Okay.
We Walk.
We
Okay.
Walk. That sounds like a We Walk. We stand. We fall.
Okay. It's a cane that the handle has sensors in it. It can detect street furniture, branches, all that
Wow.
kind of stuff as you're
Really?
walking. You can plug it into your phone and get your GPS working. And it'll tell you when you need to turn right, turn left, all this kind of stuff, right?
Who's done
Very,
that?
very, very.
Let me
I
ask you this
mean,
question real quick.
okay.
Let me ask you real quick. You have to answer this question, Miss Brittany. When you did O&M, have you ever hit your head in those small branches coming down?
Oh
Yeah,
heck yeah, of
That
course.
hurts.
I still do.
I ran into the
Uh,
door yesterday, by the way, just to let you know that. But anyway,
yeah, I'm
Well,
still tall enough. I still hit them. But, but anyways, let me get back to this cane, man, because I'm proud of these folks. I really am. So last year we were there and we tried the cane. Of course, being there in the exhibit hall is way too many people. You just I can't see the cane being useful in an environment like that because it's just way too much activity, too much, So the sensors are just going crazy, right? But anyway, the improvement I'm speaking on, the handle, which is where all the bells and whistles are, it's like holding a flashlight.
okay.
Okay. This year, George, it's like holding a regular cane.
All right. Okay.
They
How
really
much is it?
improved it.
it's
What was it?
$800. Maybe the three of us can go in on it, and then like I can have it Monday,
Uh,
Tuesday, and you can
we,
have it
yeah,
like
we a
Wednesday,
timeshare kind of thing.
Thursday.
It's like child support, right? Like child
You
custody. Yeah.
Yeah.
can have it on the weekends.
We have to do a timeshare thing on it or something.
But $800, really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's I can see where it's useful, George, because it's standalone as well. I mean, you don't have to put it into your earbuds or whatever. It's got a speaker on it. It's got a USB-C charger on it.
This is a
It's got
cane.
it's a cane.
It's a
Damn.
cane, yeah,
Wow. Okay.
and
It's
it has GPS.
literally a folding cane. So basically, what you're really buying, George, is the handle. So just imagine taking whatever your favorite cane is, like mine is the Ambitech, right? So take my favorite cane and then remove the golf club handle section
Okay.
and use that we walk section.
For 800, excuse me, for $800, that thing better make me breakfast, clean the house. Shoot, that's a lot of money.
I didn't get around to the glide. I wanted to get to glide. I really want to try out glide. That's that other
No.
one that's supposed to be like a robotic guide. I don't want to say dog, but a robotic guide device.
Yeah. Man, if the We Walk is $800, can you imagine how much the Glide costs?
Yep.
Because all
Exactly.
the We Walk does is vibrate if you're coming close to an obstacle, and it has GPS, but and a
Well, let me
voice
ask you this, Brittany,
assistant.
and Mr. Davis, and those who are watching. Would you feel comfortable if just relying on the technology and if the technology goes south midway down your path? I
No,
mean, that's the thing
No,
that, and I think Brittany, you had mentioned that once before about don't don't depend on it. Use your own aim skills and whatnot. But I just don't
it's
want
just
people
a
to think
tool.
that
It's just another tool.
exactly, exactly,
And to me, let me go here. That's one of the to me the another thing about the we walk, right? Let's just say you out there and it fails, or the battery goes dead for whatever reason, it fails.
you can still use it like a normal cane because it's
Right,
a
you still
normal
got a
cane.
cane in your hand.
okay. But I
But
think
the
that's what it is.
Glide
People,
is the other
I think what it
one.
is. A lot of people try to take that shortcut, and I would just depend on this game and whatever. But like we say, just stick to your skills, your O&M skills, and
Right.
because you don't want to, like, for example, and then people who are listening probably kind of relate to this. I've had people when I first started doing O&M, and like my family, oh, just count your steps.
No.
I'm like, no, that's
No,
not a good thing. They're like, why? Because to them it's logical, right? But I told them, well, if I count my steps, what happens if somebody interrupts me, or if I get distracted, I lost my steps. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
how do
So
I keep track? It's 59 steps from here to the corner, 49 more steps to the next corner, then 75 steps to the next. How do I keep track of all that?
exactly,
You know,
exactly. So
no. Time and distance works better for me. I mean, I kind of judge the distance and my time and how long it takes me to get there. Okay, I know I should be coming up on the corner real soon, kind of thing. So I kind of extend my arm out and start reaching or whatever, or I'll start noticing the landmarks that, especially in a familiar area. My thing is this: I need something to help me in the unfamiliar areas.
exactly,
So,
exactly.
so
And not only that,
now,
have you ever done that where you swing your arm and you miss the pole perfectly? You still
oh
ran into the
yeah,
damn
oh
thing?
yeah, oh yeah. My forehead
That
has
pisses me off.
that
marks.
happens quite a bit.
Yeah, I
Or
definitely
how
have
about this? Who's done this? Who's done this? You bend down to get something, boom, you hit your head or something?
right on the corner or something.
Oh yeah, that I did that the other day.
Yeah, I've done that all the time. So, another cool cane we found, George, a cane that you can literally lean on.
Really?
It is a stability mobility cane.
Okay, I can see that. Okay.
You can use this for hiking. People use it you could use it like a staff to help you while you're climbing the mountains or whatever, climbing the trails.
I
George,
don't know about that, but yeah.
you could literally fold this cane in half and whip the dog mess out of somebody.
Okay, that makes sense. I could do that.
Okay,
You know what? Wait,
it's
wait, wait. No, I don't like that because my wife could use it on me.
She sure could.
so
¿Qué dices, cabrón?
it has the so the graphite canes that have the sleeve that slides inside the tube.
Yes, it's telescopic.
No.
No?
They're folding, but they have a tube that slides
Like
inside.
a cane holster, Ed?
No. So you got this section, right? So it's a five-piece cane, okay, or four-piece, depending on how tall you are, right? But when you separate them, there's a joint, there's a tube that slides inside the lower tube. You
It
follow what I'm
does?
saying?
No.
Okay. Well,
What kind of cane you
well,
been using, Mr. Davis?
The one I had like this, exactly like this, and I pointed it out to the gentleman, and he recognizes the flaw. Okay, the ones that I've had, they were graphite with an aluminum sleeve. Okay, and they will pinch you.
True. Yes, sir.
Okay,
And that hurts.
he said, "Well, he said, well, just you just let it go." I said, "Well, that's fine when you're out and about. You just take when you're outside or whatever, you take the strap loose and let it just click, 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 fall open, right?" But if you're in a restaurant or something like that, you can't do that. So that's when you're more apt to pinch yourself when you're slowly reconnecting your cane, right?
Yes, sir.
But this one here, those internal sleeves that you seem to not know anything about, they're made out of stainless steel and
I
they're
still don't know what that. I'm
longer.
trying to picture that in my head. Mm-mm.
So it's basically a smaller tube that fits inside a bigger tube.
Okay.
Okay. I could give another definition, but we do have children that listen to us. We found out.
Okay. That's good. I better
Uh,
quit cussing then. All right.
that part.
Mm.
But anyway, with
That
that, with
sorry son of a. Never. Go
but
ahead.
anyway, and then also this cane has towards the top, right below the handle.
I'm trying to see what kind of analogy you're trying to use with kids without saying something bad.
Okay, basically, no. Basically, I don't think Ed is explaining this correctly. So basically, the top part of the cane, it has like a little lock on it, and you could like unlock it, and then you could like there's like an extra section inside the top section of the cane, so you can make it taller or shorter.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Okay.
I
So
get it now.
now
Now it's cool.
imagine that piece that you can slide to adjust the cane, right?
Yeah.
Imagine something just like that at the joint, so that when you pull it apart, right, to fold it, that one tube slides inside the other tube. That's your joint. And the cord holds it all together once you
By the way,
connected
the
all your
cord,
joints.
just so that people can know, that cord, Mr. Davis, I found out by accident. If you put WD-40, it actually eats that cord.
Yeah, yeah. Don't spray your cane with WD-40.
Mm-mm. I did
That's
that.
why you're better off to get like like what they call a miracle oil, a 3-in-1 oil, sewing machine oil, the same kind of oil you put on your clippers, kind of oil. Yeah, don't use a WD-40. Uh, uh, and since we're speaking about canes as well, please everybody take note. I'll start including again in the reminder emails uh, coming this Monday. A very dear friend of mine and Blind United, Brittany has one. I have five. A few other people have them, but my brother James Bain from Tennessee, Custom Cane. He's going to be on our show on Monday, and he's going to be talking not only about custom cane, where as his motto is, "Don't be plain, go custom cane."
There you go. Oh, by the
Uh,
way, we're halfway in the points, halfway to the half hour.
okay, let me finish this, and then Brittany can do her social media thing right quick. But he's going to be on Monday, and then he's also not only talking about his custom cane, he's going to talk about You Can Give Initiative. Okay, let that sink in your head for a minute, and when we come back, I'll tell you what that is. Go for it, Brett.
All right. Well, first off, our comments are blowing up this morning. Pedro said that he's drinking his coffee with his special sugar. So we got Sherwin's watching. So we got some of that special sugar. It's broccoli sugar. So Pedro is enjoying his coffee. He's going to be wired today. And there's also another comment saying that WD-40 is not a lubricant. So yeah,
It's not a lubricant,
nah.
Mr. Davis.
I mean, it's a machining lubricant. It's for machinery. It's for loosening bolts. It's for different stuff like that. It helps on that level. But when you have synthetic materials such as rubber and all that kind of stuff, it eats them. Because do you know why they call it WD-40?
No, sir.
Well, it's the 40th recipe. It's the 40th formula. It took
I
them
have no idea
40
what that is. Okay.
times. It took them 40 times to figure out the right chemical makeup
Oh, okay.
to
Okay.
do what they wanted to do. That's why it's WD-40. But anyway, I mean, again, it's more for machinery, all metal. When you have something other than metal involved, it could corrode it. So that's why we say don't put it on your cane.
Talking about lubricants. That way. Anyways, Miss Brittany, you continue to do the social stuff.
Oh, and then also there's another comment saying that Johnny is watching, so thank you for watching, Johnny.
Good
All right,
morning, Johnny.
well, you can email ed@blindunited.org because info is not working right now. So that email again, if you want to talk to Ed, is ed@blindunited.org.
Who
Ed
again, Miss
at
Brittany? Who? Oh,
blindunited.org.
Ed. Okay.
Ed at blindunited.org because none of
This is
us have
exactly
emails.
why we had a recording that I somehow mistakenly deleted. Where's the trash can in this thing? I can
I
get
know.
it
I
out.
noticed that she deleted it. So, anyways, okay, Miss Britt. I'm sorry. So we could.
And if you want to call Ed, because he's the only one who has a phone number, his phone number is 909-846-8825. So that number again is 909-846-8825.
Who's that phone number for again?
That phone number is for Ed.
Okay. Wow.
So, and also, if you want to follow us on Insta, we're Blind United Interest Groups. If you want to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, it's Blind United 22, where we have a Facebook page that's Blind United. We have a YouTube that's Blind United. And we have our Facebook group, so you can follow us there too. That's Blind United Interest Groups.
We need the background music. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways,
Okay. So
Mr. Davis, the
I'm
king.
yes, sir. So you can give initiative. What do you think that means, George? If you just heard that name, what do you think that means?
You King Initiative. Talking about
You
sugar canes.
can give.
Oh, okay.
You can give initiative.
Oh, you can
Okay.
give. That would think maybe. I don't know. Where is that?
So Jimmy James he started his own nonprofit where during his research when he was in college he found out that it's very difficult in a lot of countries to get a simple mobility device such as a cane. So Jimmy has started this nonprofit where you can give your cane and then he will refurbish it and give it to people in a third world country where they would not otherwise be able to get a cane.
No, that is neat. Yeah, that's cool.
He has given out to date over 2,500 different canes.
Wow.
Okay, he's been to Colombia. He's been to different parts of Africa. He's been to Mexico. He's been, I believe, he's been over to Korea. Different places. You know what I'm saying? Wherever there's a need, if he doesn't go there in person, he ships canes to them. So again, the beauty of this is we all get to help.
Yes, sir.
We all have canes that we done beat up on, right? Oh, that cane is wore out. I don't need that cane no more. Send us that cane. Send us that cane. Okay. Get at me at info. I'm not sorry, Ed at blindunited.org. Please get at me. Let me know, Ed. I got some canes. I'll let you know how to send them to me. I'll put together a shipping label. You can send them to me free matter. We will be collecting those canes for Jimmy. Jimmy is making a couple trips out of the country this year. and he desperately, desperately, desperately needs your cane. If again, you can go to youcanegive.org is his website, and there's more info there. If you don't have any canes, or if you want to send them directly to him instead of me, or if you feeling really generous and want to do a monetary donation, he would gratefully accept that because it's also very expensive, to travel to these different countries. So
No, a good
anyway,
thing, a good
go
thing
ahead.
about that, it enables people to be independent. And we, like I said, going back to what I said earlier about we take technology, we also take the cane for granted. Like, oh, I have my cane, but what happens if that cane breaks and you don't have access to another one? That's people need to realize that not everyone has access like we do here in the states, like
Right.
Colombia or Korea. And then another good thing to do is if you have the money to donate, hey, 5, 10, 15 bucks, because like you said, those trips are expensive.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and mostly, as Jimmy said, most of the people that he works with out there, they've never even had a cane. Period. I mean, if they had anything at all that they were using, it was probably a branch or something that that they worked on to develop and get just something to use. I remember talking to Greg. He was talking about somebody he ran across when he was in a different country. He was using a metal pipe, a long piece of galvanized steel pipe. Okay,
I can't even imagine that. So, I mean, what Jimmy's doing is great. So, youcanegive.org.
No, that's awesome. That's really is. And if not, when you have a party at your home, folks, and a bunch of blind people just take their canes and donate it, that's fine.
I mean, if you're gonna sit at home and not do nothing, you might as well give it to somebody who can use it. No, I'm just playing. But
I mean,
no,
I know I have some canes that I'm going to donate to Ed so that he can give them to,
and what I want to do here also locally, it's not that hard. I mean, I first immediately because I used to carry the all aluminum cane. You remember those canes? They're really good canes. That was my first cane. I mean, I love the feel, the tactile feedback that I get from them. They're very, very light, but they're brittle. They
Is that
break.
the NFB ones?
No, they're not NFB.
Okay.
I forget what they are, but they're just all aluminum.
the Revolution canes, the aluminum graphite canes.
But
These are
before I
not.
forget, folks, Miss Brittany, before I forget, I want people to realize that the NFB does have a free cane program, folks. I'm went blank on the website, but if you know someone needs a cane in emergency cases, I think it comes up once in a week. But you get once every 6 months or every year. But that's a good resource to use too. The NFB white
Yeah,
cane.
yeah. You get.
NFB.org, and then somewhere on their
Uh,
website it says free
uh,
cane or whatever.
yeah, free cane. I mean, you can just do nfb.org/ free cane or white cane, whatever. Then you'll get there.
Yeah,
And
you can Google it. It'll help you.
they
You'll
also
find it.
give you a slate and stylus for those that do that as well. If you have no other means of brailing.
Are they giving away the guide dinosaurs too?
I don't
Shit.
know what that is, Brett.
I
A
said
Guided
guide.
guide
dinosaur?
dinosaurs.
That's a guide dinosaur.
Why are you
I
talking
mean,
about
they're
Mr.
giving
Davis
away
that way?
slate and styluses. They might as well give away dinosaurs
I
too.
want to be like Stevie Wonder. I want a guide person.
Miss Brittany, why are you talking about Mr. Davis that way?
I'm a guide fossil.
Guide fossil.
No, but anyway, no, he'll be on Monday. We'll have a great conversation with Jimmy. He's really, really a good guy. But I do really want to help him out, and I'm hoping that I can collect some canes over here. I've repaired several of my canes. I've also worked with him where he sent me a whole box of like 30 some odd canes and sent me all the cord, everything I needed to refurbish these canes. I just think it'd be cool to get together as a community and refurbish some canes for some folks that that really really need them. They're not hard to do. It's really easy to do once you learn how to do it. They're really, really easy to refurbish. So he said he'd send us all the material, all the cord, all the tips, all the vinyl. So we basically make them look like brand new canes.
Oh wow, cool.
So but please, again, get at me. Let me know if you got a cane. Go to the website if you want to deal with him. Either way. So, but yeah, no, I
How did it
mean,
get to you, Mr. Davis? Who did the email? Ed, where?
Ed at blindunited.org.
There you go.
Ed at blindunited.org. Since the info is not working now, so or
The
you can
info is broken.
call if you're older. You can call Ed at 909-846-8825.
And by the way, George, Deborah said thank you for the contact card. She was able to open up the room yesterday for her interest group without
Oh, okay.
any problems, and she was able to do her interest group while we were otherwise preoccupied at CSUN.
That is so cool. All right, cool.
And
There you go.
speaking of
Technology.
CSUN, George said, not George, Pedro said that he's heading to CSUN right now and he's gonna check out that PlayStation booth again. So they're heading on to.
He's gonna get over there and get stuck. He's gonna be sitting there all day trying to kill zombies and whatnot.
The
Yeah.
Walking Dead. My
No,
wife's favorite show.
Pedro, don't sit at that table, my brother. Get up, get them business cards, start passing them out. Get us some folks to bring on
Or
here.
you can ask Sony if they wouldn't mind having somebody come on and they can tell us about the accessibility features for
There
the
you go.
That
PlayStation.
would be great. That would be definitely great. We would love to have Sony come on. Any of them. I want to just let folks know what else is out there. I mean, we didn't know anything else about these other glasses. I'm not happy about the fact that they're only Android, but just the fact that there's competition. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were also cheaper than what were they? Brit 500 for the other ones for
Yeah,
the
it
Android.
was like, but since it's in the UK, it was like 500 pounds. I don't know how much that is.
Well, no, it was so many pounds, but it translated to $500.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, but
The
yeah.
exchange was
But I
five
mean,
hundred
But can
dollars.
you
honestly,
even buy them in the US yet? Because I know
exactly.
that the guy was
Well,
saying
no,
that.
he said they have distributors over here. That's why they're here. That's why
Okay,
they were
okay,
at Tucson.
okay. Because I know he was talking about the talking microwaves and how they only sell the type of brand that he has
Right,
out
right,
there.
right, right. They
You
have
know,
their own product line. Rather, like Maxier is more where they sell other people's stuff. This company and they said they would come on as well, but they have their own line of products. So same thing with their microwave. It was like $500 as well.
I think
Uh,
that's what the biggest problem is when the new technology comes out or the product. It's so expensive until later on, down the road, of course, it may go down. But just like Jaws, for example, Jaws is still expensive no matter what, you know. But
well, I mean, depending on how you look at it, like you said, you can get a single year version, whatever, for 75, $80 now. I mean, if you want to go fresh, brand new out the box, I mean, I guess you got to pay the big money to get the initial. But once the SMA, I'm being honest, I hold on to my SMA. I've never given it up. I never will. I stay up to date, and it's basically like I said, 70, $80 a year and when you do your SMA now, you get 2 years instead of one.
the SMA, Mr. Davis, isn't that with the people with the leather and the whips?
No, sir, that's S&M.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So anyways, I want to make sure I'm on the same page.
Yeah, well, no, you're
Wait a
on a
minute. How did you
different
know that so
page
fast?
because
Huh.
I'm a grown man.
Okay. You said
I've
that
been
real
around
quick.
a while.
You
I've been
responded really
around a
quick on
while.
that. But anyways,
Right, right, right. Well, I see where you was trying to trip me up and get me to walk off that cliff. So I just want.
no. But talking about real quick about technology. I got an iPhone. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, a computer, a Windows 11 computer, yes, your laptop. And right now, my initial impression is I don't really see a huge difference, but there are little glimpses. But I don't see a huge difference. The performance is good. Um, so I really don't see a big difference yet. Now today might be a different story, but my initial 3 hours, I didn't see no big problems with it with JAWS. I mean, well, yeah, with JAWS and Windows 11. So
Okay,
I
well,
might
again, I mean, just work it out because I'm getting ready to go there, and I just need to have somebody that knows what they're doing.
now the cool thing they have is that phone link that we could hook up your phone to your computer. That's kind of neat. Hmm.
Right.
Your iPad, I mean your iPhone.
Yeah, I remember when you was talking to me last night. You said you could hang up the phone from the computer, but I mean, I guess the cool thing would be connect your phone and see if you can make a call from your computer.
No, you can. You can make calls. You can do text messages. I was texting a friend of mine back and forth, and it's pretty neat. And it has notifications pop up also. So it has that. Well, it's not really accessible, but I haven't really messed with it. So maybe that's something I need to trigger within that phone link app.
Right,
But
right,
otherwise,
right.
it's pretty neat. But what they're going to ask you, Mr. Davis, on the going back to that cane, does it
Which one?
the one for $800?
Okay.
So did it differ? Is there a price difference regarding the size, like 56, 58, 60 inch?
No, because you're paying for the handle.
Okay,
That's basically what you're paying for.
I always wonder that. Like I have the cane that you purchased is the regular canes. Are there price difference on the size?
Uh, no, Jimmy doesn't charge me his price difference.
Okay.
But as and a perfect example of that is, I've ordered my canes. I've ordered canes for Brittany. I've ordered canes for Cheryl.
How about me,
And
Miss Davis?
well, you haven't been a good boy yet. We'll see what Chris Santa says about you
I'm
next
like
year.
2 blocks away from a third world country over here.
Okay, but 2 blocks away,
Yeah,
you're not there.
that's true.
Yeah, that part. So, oh, I love having you back. But anyway, no, I mean Cheryl and Brittany, their canes are, I don't know, what is your cane, Brittany? A 48, I think it is.
Yeah, it's a 48. So no,
Yeah,
mine still costs the same amount. It
it
says it
costs.
doesn't matter.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
You
yours
costs.
is
would
a
think it would
48,
be
Miss Britt.
cheaper. Yep,
Yeah,
I didn't know they made them that short.
I
Anyways,
know.
but just
you
kidding.
should have seen the one we were talking about with those unknown sleeves. He had
He
one there
makes
for.
canes for like little kids because he was
He
saying
had
Oh,
that
a
the
he
that's
had a
cool.
cane, George. I swear it might barely went beyond my knee.
Oh,
it
cool.
was
All
for like
right,
a
all right.
child because he
I'm
was
That's
talking
saying
about
neat.
that
for
kids
little
break their canes.
itty bitty toddler kind of kids.
Oh, that is so neat. Okay.
Okay, and they're these durable canes, right? Number one, so no matter how they beat up on them, they're not going to break them. But also with that last section being adjustable, it's not like you got to buy them a new cane every 6 months.
Well, talking about buying canes every 6 months, I bought myself a telescopic once or twice, really. I'm not sure if it's where I bought them from. They didn't last me very long compared to my folding cane. So,
Well, it depends on which telescopic you get because some of them are aluminum, some of them are plastic. You know what I'm saying?
I think mine was fiberglass. It started splinting real bad.
It was probably plastic.
I didn't like it. So, I mean, I like the idea of the
So,
telescopic, but
and I was looking at Jimmy's website again, whether you go to customcane.com or youcangive.org, they're both the same website now, right? So anyway, you just go to the store there at the top of the page. He sells the titanium telescopic cane,
ooh, how much is that one? That sounds cool.
$85.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hmm.
He sells a flashlight, a little USB light for those that are partial, that you can clip on your cane at night.
You know, it'd be really cool, guys. In the future, they have so if someone that had sight or low vision back in the day was Star Wars, the little lightsaber. That'd be cool that a cane could be have the same concept. We're just pointing toward the ground. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty neat. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Well, so you're shooting a laser beam out instead of a
yeah, instead of a
cane
cane, it'll tell
folding
you.
up. It is just a handle, and you push a button, and it extends a laser beam that does the same thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, someday you'll see.
So my buddy Whistler, we did a video for another friend of ours, Danny, the girl that did our logo, actually. But anyway, so I, showed her my canes and the various canes I have. So Whistler put a video together with his, where his is it's not custom, it's an Ambitech, but Ambitech you can buy different colors. So anyway, he's got a colored cane, but he's so good with the sound stuff, right? And I'm only saying this because you brought up the Star Wars thing. He's a Star Wars fanatic. He loves Star Wars. So he filmed himself pulling the strap loose and then the cane, click, 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 right?
Yeah,
Well, once he was all said and done, once he did that, then he held the cane up and he was waving it from one side to the other side and all that kind of stuff. So when he was done, he went back and he had already left himself markers, audible cues. So when the cane was doing the click 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 thing, he replaced the sound with the sound you're talking about, where you hit the button and
oh
zoom.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, and then what I was talking about, how he waved it.
yeah,
Remember in Star Wars when they were waving the cane, they woo woo.
yeah.
It was his cane, so his video did all that.
By the way, I like the sound effects you've been giving today. That's pretty neat.
Well, I wish I had somebody who was better at it than me, but
No,
Uh,
you're great, Ed. We really appreciate your sound effects. And if you'd like to hear more of those sound effects, you can email ed at blindunited.org.
so
where again, Miss Brittany? Where?
ed at blindunited.org.
Okay. Can you call Ed?
Yes, you can. You can call Ed at 909-846-8825. That number again, 909-846-8825. Please call Ed. You could hear some more of these awesome sound effects.
so anyway, any other comments, Britt? We got a few, like 5-6 minutes left.
No more comments, but you can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Blind United 22. You can also check out our YouTube page, ring that notification bell. We're Blind United. We have a Facebook page. You can follow that. That's also Blind United. And you could join our Facebook group, which is Blind United Interest Groups.
I don't know if this is a good time to mention this, but it came out that Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube are going to come together as a conglomerate, and the new name for the company could be called You Twitface.
And if you
Anyways,
believe that one, I got a Golden Gate Bridge up in the Bay Area I'd like to sell you. Let it go for, close out sale prices, the really must sale price.
but
You
anyways, yeah, I
know,
just got to bring some funnies into the coffee time while you're drinking your coffee, folks.
yeah. No, I love it, George. I really
Well,
do.
I'm pretty sure everything is funny to Pedro right now. He had some special coffee.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, it's been a great day. We don't have any interest groups today to talk about, so I get a break. Well, not really. I got to fix this email. And I'm gonna say this again for those listening in that may have gotten them. I truly, 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 truly do apologize for the excess emails. My guy is migrating our email over from our web host to the Microsoft Exchange, and something really, really crazy is going on. So I wasn't trying to send it out 5 different times. Trust and believe.
8.
Uh, well, you got 8. Other people got 5. Some people got 3.
Miss
I got
Brett,
8.
Miss Brett,
I got,
Mr. Davis, I'm sorry. No, I was worried. I thought you were twitching or something. What the heck is that? Punk, punk, punk,
I was
punk, punk.
concerned too. I'm like, well, why do I have so many emails from Ed?
Now you got people really scared to email me. See, they don't want to get on that list if they're going to get 5 emails every day. No, it's
I thought he was, Miss Britt, I thought he was getting into pushing that send button. Faster, harder, faster, harder. I'm like, dude, relax. Quit pushing it.
No, it's technical difficulties, and I always like to point this out. Technical issues. There's always these glitches that come around when we're dealing with technology. So the point that I'm trying to make, and this is why we don't have self-driving cars, people. They're
Yep, you're
driven
right.
by computers. It's
And
technology.
just real quick, so people understand about what's going on, folks. Microsoft has a program for nonprofits where they'll donate products. So that's what's happening. We're transitioning to that the server, and so that's why we're having problems with the info. But it'll be back. It'll be back. Just right now, Mr. Davis.
Yeah. We'll get it straightened out. So what George is talking about, Microsoft, they try to help nonprofits. So they're giving us a free Microsoft 360 business account. So, I mean, with the business 360, you get more stuff than just what you would get with a personal or even a family plan. Well, we actually get more than you get with a business because we're nonprofit. They're including some what is accounting software and all that, some other whole lot
Dynamics.
of dynamics, a whole lot of other stuff comes with this. So and the reason you have to email ed at blindunited.org is because they don't want to tell you this part. I'm the guinea pig, okay? I'm the one that has to work through all the glitches and get the glitches resolved. And then
She
once
wasn't calling it glitches last night. Mm-mm. You were calling it
no,
something else. But anyways,
I remember we have children listening.
exactly. That's why I didn't go there.
Okay, all right. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that. By the way, hello, kitties. I mean to say kitties, but young ones. I'm glad you guys are listening in. I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm not going to call out who your teacher is or none of that kind of good stuff. So, but anyway, I get to be the guinea pig. So as soon as I get all this worked out, we'll be back in action. And then you'll be able to email Brittany at blindunited.org. Or you can email George at blindunited.org. And you can leave Ed alone.
Yeah, but for the meantime, in the in-between time, you can email ed at blindunited.org. Send him whatever you want to send him. Let him know you want to be on the email list. Tell him he needs to do better with the interest groups. Tell him you love what he's doing with the interest groups. He wants to hear whatever you have to say.
One more time, what's the email, Miss? What's
Ed at blindunited.org. That's ed at sign blindunited.org. Ed at blindunited.org.
And I just want to say I really do appreciate all of you folks that listen in each day and comment and whatever. I even appreciate these fools sitting up here in the stream with me. So on that note, again, I appreciate everybody. We won't see you tonight on any interest groups, but come and check us out tomorrow morning. We'll have another coffee time for you. And then guess what? Tomorrow night we have Braille, and we also have I know we got my movie night, but I know we got at least two interest groups for tomorrow. So everybody have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great one.